Welcome, my fellow lovers of the night. This is Vanessa Graves, and tonight we walk among the dead. Turn your lights down low and listen closely, for some places never sleep, and some shadows never fade. Let us step together through the ivy-choked pathways of Highgate Cemetery. There are places where the veil between worlds is thin. Highgate Cemetery is one of them. Established in 1839, it was meant to be a place of beauty, a final resting place for London's elite. Wealthy families commissioned ornate mausoleums, intricate tombstones, and Gothic sculptures to memorialize their dead. But as the years passed, the cemetery fell into neglect. By the mid-20th century, it had become overgrown, forgotten, a playground for those who sought out the strange and the forbidden. And then, something awoke. The first whispers began in the 1960s, reports of a shadowy figure, unnaturally tall, gliding soundlessly between the graves, a flicker of movement, too fast and too unnatural, its eyes, like burning embers, fixed upon those who dared to look its way, unblinking, knowing. Visitors reported a deep, paralyzing dread, an icy cold that gripped them, as though unseen hands had reached from the darkness and held them still. And then there were the bodies. Animals found drained of blood, their corpses arranged in unsettling patterns, as if part of some macabre ritual. The press caught wind of the story, and Highgate Cemetery became a subject of fear and fascination. Reports of cult activity, séances, and dark rituals performed under moonlight only fueled the hysteria. By the 1970s, the stories had spread. A vampire hunt was declared. Crowds gathered at the cemetery gates, armed with torches, crucifixes, and wooden stakes. They searched the tombs, pried open crypts, but if they sought a monster, they found none. And yet, the reports did not cease. Witnesses spoke of strange markings on gravestones, of figures standing in the mist, before vanishing in an instant. One of the most well-documented accounts came from David Farrant, a paranormal investigator who claimed to have encountered a tall, dark figure within the cemetery. He described it as a shadowy form, with piercing eyes that seemed to glow. The moment I saw it, I felt frozen, paralyzed by something beyond fear. Another account came from Stu in Manchester, a self-proclaimed vampire hunter who believed the entity to be something far older than a restless ghost. Manchester claimed he and his team tracked the creature to a tomb, where they discovered a coffin containing a withered body. According to his story, the coffin was burned, the entity destroyed. But if that was true, why do the reports continue? Even today, whispers persist. Some who visit Highgate claim to see the figure, a fleeting shadow among the graves, watching from the edges of the night. Others describe an icy breath upon their skin, a chill, far colder than the London air should allow. A few have vanished without explanation, last seen stepping into the cemetery's darkness. And then there are the dreams. Those who have visited Highgate often speak of waking in terror, frozen in place, a presence looming in the corner of their vision, a silent, watching spectre. Its eyes, like embers, a figure waiting for something. Is it a vampire, a restless spirit, or something even older? Something that defies the words we know. Highgate Cemetery still stands, its beauty and decay entwined. If you ever find yourself walking its winding paths, take care, dear listener. Keep your wits about you and mind the shadows. Because if you hear a rustling behind you, if you feel a gaze that burns into your back, do not turn around. For if the Highgate Vampire is watching you, it may already be too late. And if tonight you wake in the dead of night, frozen in place, ask yourself, did you bring something back with you?